Hello students, welcome to episode 2 of differentiability and continuity. In this episode, you will learn the differentiation of inverse trigonometric function, that is very important part of the whole calculus. The concept that we are going to use here is equally important for your whole differentiation, integration as well as in inverse trigonometric function. So let's start the lecture. So before starting today's lecture, you should memorize some important things. These are, so here to do the differentiation of inverse trigonometric function, you should know the differentiation formula that I have given in the previous episode, that d upon dx of sine inverse x, d upon dx of cos inverse x, but that is the secondary. Primary is that here you should know the range of inverse trigonometric function. Without knowing range, you can't do the question. So sine, this is called inverse, sine inverse sine theta. So you just write that inverse and this will cut, so we will get theta. We can write sine inverse sine theta as theta only in the condition when the range of the theta is minus pi by 2 less than equals to theta less than equals to pi by 2, means your range of the theta should lies in between pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 only. Then only you can write this, otherwise not. Cos inverse cos theta, so you will say that cos inverse cos will cut and you will get theta. But when can you write this theta? When the theta lies between 0 to pi. So these are the conditions that you have to memorize anyhow. Third is tan inverse tan theta is equals to theta. So when tan inverse theta becomes equal, tan inverse tan theta becomes equals to theta when your theta lies in between pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. Similarly, cosec, sec and cot also. Cosec, the range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but theta except theta equals to 0. Theta should not be equals to 0 here. So these are some range of inverse trigonometric function that you have to memorize. So while doing the sums, just we have to know, we should know these range, then only we can solve the question. Now I am going to tell you some very important formula that if you apply directly on the sums, then the question becomes very easy. So let's start those formulas. So here I am giving you some important formula that you just have to memorize to solve the question related with inverse trigonometric function. So that you have already studied in your class 11, just I am going to repeat those formulas. So you have done the formula of sine 2 theta. Whatever the formula that I am going to write here, you just have to memorize those formula anyhow to make command on this topic. So just do that. What is the formula for sine 2 theta? You have done the formula for sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. One more formula that we are going to use here is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. That is also the formula for sine 2 theta. So these two formula that it is required to use if it comes sine 2 theta, so both the formulas are equally important. In some case we just have to use this formula and somewhere we need to use this formula. Next is similarly cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta, what is the basic formula for cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sine square theta. That is the basic formula that we are going to use for cos 2 theta. So if I replace this sine square theta with 1 minus cos square theta, then I get 2 cos square theta minus 1. And if I replace this cos square theta by 1 minus sin square theta, then I got 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So these are the three different formulas for cos 2 theta. One more important formula for cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. That is also very important formula for cos 2 theta. And what is tan 2 theta? The formula is 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. If you don't remember this formula, and if you know the formula for sin 2 theta and cos 2 theta in terms of tan theta, then you can divide these two, you will get this. So sometime if you forget this formula, you can derive that by dividing the formula for sin 2 theta and cos 2 theta in terms of tan theta. So this is very important. Three more important formula. One is sin 3 theta. Yes, tell me, what is the formula of sin 3 theta? Sin 3 theta is 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. Cos 3 theta is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So that is also important. Next is tan 3 theta. Tan 3 theta is 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So these three triple angle formulas are also very important. This is a time only that when you can memorize those formulas. Okay, so that is the formula that is needed here, and that you have already studied in class 11th. But it's a time to revise those formula. The next thing what I am going to teach here that makes your this topic very easier is you just have to apply the derived formula that has come from those formula only, but if better if you directly memorize those formula. That is 1 plus cos theta. So here I am going to derive this formula by this. If I make this to that side, 1 plus cos 2 theta will be 2 cos square theta, right? If I take, if here, this is the formula for cos 2 theta, and if I bring this minus 1 to that side, so that become 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. Same formula I am just applying here. So it is 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. Why? Because here it is 2 theta, so I have written here theta. But if here it is theta, so you have to write theta by 2. But better if you memorize this formula directly, then your question becomes so simple. So whenever in differentiation or in integration, like if you see the question in this term with inverse trigonometric function, the question like 1 plus cos theta or 1 minus cos theta, so it is better to apply this formula directly. Next is 1 minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta, the formula is 2 sin square theta by 2. That I have extracted from this formula. Okay. 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Next is cos theta plus, next is 1 plus sin theta. So that is cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 the whole square. How I have derived this formula? See, I am just giving you how I have derived this. So there is no need to derive this formula, but you should know how that formula has come. So it is here 1 plus sin theta, right? it is 1 plus sine theta. So you can write 1 as cos square theta by 2 plus sine square theta by 2, right? And sine theta you can write 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. That I have derived from here. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. So sine theta will be 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2, right? So if you just close this identity, you will get this cos theta by 2 plus sine theta by 2 whole square. Okay. So this way I have derived this formula. The next is 1 minus sine theta. Same thing you can do here also. So you will get this result. Okay. The next is whenever you there is cos theta only and you have to write in terms of theta by 2. So in that case you have to apply this formula that I have derived from there. Cos 2 theta is cos square theta by 2 minus sine square theta by 2. And sine theta will be 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. That is the same this formula. So these are the 6 important formula that you should memorize before starting this chapter, and also the range of inverse trigonometric function that I have told you, that is also equally important. At least you should memorize the range of at least sin inverse x, cos inverse x and tan inverse x before starting these questions. So now let's start the questions. So we have question, differentiate sine inverse 2x under root 1 minus x square with respect to f if x lies between minus 1 by root 2 to 1 by root 2. So how do we do this type of question? First we consider this as y, right? This as y. Now whenever you just find now it is 1 minus x square. Okay, 1 minus x square with root or without root, if it is 1 minus x square. So there is a trick that put x as sine theta or cos theta. So here I am putting x as sine theta. Okay, I am telling you why I am putting this. So sine inverse 2 sine theta under root 1 minus sine square theta. Right? So this become what? Sine inverse 2 sine theta cos theta. So this will be sine inverse sine 2 theta. Right? Sine inverse sine 2 theta. Now, I can cancel out this sine inverse and sine this, but when the theta lies between pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here if the 2 theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then only I can cut this sine inverse and sine. So here I have to check this. That is the important part of this question. So here what the range is given. For x, the range is this, that is given. Now, if as I have substituted x as sine theta, so I must write here x as sine theta root 2. Okay. Now, if I just want to calculate the value of theta, so when sine theta is 1 by root 2 and theta is minus pi by 4. So here I can write minus pi by 4 theta pi by 4, right? But I have to check the range for 2 theta. So I just multiply whole term by 2. So if I multiply whole term by 2, then what I get? What I get? 2 theta lies between pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Yes, it is correct. So now your 2 theta lies between minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Okay, so we can cancel out these two and we can write sine inverse sine 2 theta as 2 theta. Now y is your 2. What is theta? Sine inverse x. Now you have to do the differentiation part. So dy by dx will be 2. What is the differentiation of sine inverse x? This is under root 1 minus x square. 1 upon under root 1 minus x square is the differentiation for sine inverse x. So next question. Here I have taken the same question, but the range of the x is 1 by root 2 to 1. So x lies in between 1 by 2 to 1. That is the difference. So see, if your the range become different now, your answer will come different. So let's check how do we do this question. So starting thing, just we have to proceed in the same manner. Okay, put x as sine theta. Now I am just doing little bit fast. So if you put sine theta, here you get sine 2 theta, because that the last previous one in that the same manner I have done. So 2 sine theta cos theta sine 2 theta. Now you have to check whether this and this will cancel out or not. So if this thing lies in between, the value of x or value of 2 theta lies in between the range of sine theta, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, lies in between that range, then you can write sine inverse sine 2 theta as 2 theta. Okay, but we just have to check this. So let's check. This is the range. So what is the value of sine theta? Sine theta will be pi by 4, theta here pi by 2. So you know that sine theta is 1 by root 2 and theta is 45 degree or pi by 4, and sine theta is 1 when theta is pi by 2. So that is the range for theta, but we just want for 2 theta. So it is pi by 4, 2 theta, and that is pi. But that is not our range, because the range for the sine inverse sine theta is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But here the range coming pi by 4 to pi. That is still pi by 4 is fine, but the range is still pi by 2 only. But here it lies between pi by 4 to pi. So we can't write sine inverse sine 2 theta as sine. So we just have to transform this range in a way so that it comes under the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That we have to do. So see, how can we do this? So here you can write what the sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta, can you also write this sine 2 theta as pi minus 2 theta? That doesn't make any difference with the sine 2 theta, because sine pi minus 2 theta is also sine 2 theta, because here it comes in second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive. So we can write the sine 2 theta as sine pi minus 2 theta. Now just check whether the pi minus 2 theta lies in the range of pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to or pi by 2 or not. Then if it lies, then this and this will cancel out and our answer will be pi minus 2 theta. So I am just going to check with 2 theta pi minus 2 theta. So for that I have to reconvert this 2 theta as pi minus 2 theta. So there I am just telling you the trick, how can you convert this 2 theta as pi minus 2 theta. That is very simple trick. So what you just have to do, you just have to apply pi minus with all the term. Okay, before that term you just have to apply pi minus. So I am going to apply pi minus this, pi minus, and then write this. Whenever you just apply minus sign, na, equality get reversed. Okay, equality get reversed. Pi minus, I have substituted pi minus and then 2 theta. Okay, equality get reversed. Pi minus, this is my pi minus, pi minus, pi minus, pi minus. I have substituted with each term. Right? This is my pi minus, pi minus, pi minus. Think it over. And pi by 4, 2 theta, and here pi. Right? So you just have to understand this thing, what I am writing here. So now, oh, sorry, here it is for 2 theta, it should be pi by 2 only, right? Because you are multiplying it by 2 theta, na? So you are multiplying it by, because this is for theta, so this is for 2 theta, it will be 2 multiply, when we multiply by 2, so it becomes pi by 2 and 2 pi, and here it is into 2, so here it comes pi. So here it is pi by 2 only. So by mistaken I have written the here pi by 4, but it should, for 2 theta it should be pi by 2 only. Now when we just subtract this, we get this thing, or we can write this thing as pi minus 2 theta pi by 2. This is the thing which is to understand. Okay, this is needed to be understood. Now our range with the pi minus 2 theta comes in our range. Means now this is your angle theta, and that comes in between 0 to pi by 2. And what is the range for sine inverse sine theta? That is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that is coming under minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here now you can write sine inverse and sine will cut with this angle only. If with this angle the range is not coming under our sine inverse range, then we just have to rewrite this, change this angle with some another one. But here it's satisfying, so we can write this. Now you can replace this theta with sine inverse x, because if x is sine theta, then theta will be sine inverse x. Okay, if you take this to that side, theta will be sine inverse x. Now differentiate. So this is a constant term, differentiation is 0, 2, and that is 1 minus x square. So you can check whether, see that if this value has changed, the value of x will change, your answer will vary. So let's have another question. Differentiate the same question, but the range for the x is different. So how do we proceed this question? Same way, we just consider this as 2x under root 1 minus x square. Put x as sine theta. So if we put x as sine theta, we get sine inverse sine 2 theta only, right? So we can cancel these two things only when our range lies in between, range of 2 theta lies in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 only. So let's just check with that. See, so with the sine theta, we can write this 1 sine theta. So 1 will be on pi by 2 theta, this is minus pi by 4. Okay, so sine theta is 1 when pi by 2, sine theta is 1 by root 2 when pi by 4. So for 2 theta, this will be minus pi 2 theta minus pi by 2. So that is our range, that does not lies in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, it lies from pi by 2 to minus pi. So that not lies between minus pi by 2, so you can't write sine inverse sine theta as sine 2 theta. So what we have to do in that case? So we can write this sine 2 theta as sine pi minus 2 theta that we did in the previous question. But if we put if we replace that, then also that will, I think, not come in our range, because pi minus, if you do pi minus, so if you do here pi minus, now here it becomes 2 pi. Pi minus, if I am applying pi minus with each term, this becomes 2 pi. So that also will not come in our range. So we have to think with some different thing. So can we write this as sine inverse sine, if we write pi plus 2 theta, okay, pi plus 2 theta, but we know that sine pi plus theta is minus sine theta. So to make it sine 2 theta only, we have to put here the minus sign, right? So we can write this sine inverse sine minus pi minus 2 theta. Now check whether the range of pi minus 2 theta comes in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 or not. So how can we do this? Minus pi, we have to add minus pi minus pi minus. So here I have to write minus pi and minus with that value. That the additional thing that I have to add, minus pi minus, and then this thing. This will get reversed because here is minus sign. 2 theta. So 2 theta minus pi minus 2 theta, and then here also minus pi minus pi by 2. What I have added here? Minus pi, minus pi, minus pi. Okay? Minus pi minus pi minus this thing. Okay? Minus pi minus this thing. Right? Now, what you can write here if you solve this? Minus pi minus 2 theta minus pi plus pi by 2. So here it comes 0. Here it comes minus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to 0. So that is come under a range minus pi by 2 to 0. That is the range for sine inverse function. So now we can cut this 2. So we can write minus pi minus 2 theta because that comes under range. That is very important thing that you just have to show in your question. So y will be minus pi minus 2 sine inverse x, right? And dy by dx will be, differentiation of this part will be become 0. So it becomes this answer. See one more question, differentiate this with respect to x if x lies between minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So here we take this as y. Now here also put x as sine theta. Why? Because I had told you the formula of sine 3 theta. So if you remember, this becomes your formula of sine 3 theta, right? 3 sine theta. That's why I am substituting x as sine theta here. So y will be sine inverse sine 3 theta, right? Sine inverse sine 3 theta. So here sine inverse and sine will cancel out. So sine inverse and sine will not cancel out. First we have to check the range for 3 theta. So it is given 1 by 2, right? Now convert it in terms of theta because we have substituted x as sine theta. Now sine theta is minus 1 by 2 and theta is minus pi by 6, right? And here pi by 6. That you should know that sine 30 is 1 by 2 or sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Fine. Now for 3 theta. For 3 theta I have to multiply by 3. So this become, if I multiply this by 3, this become pi by 2. And 3 theta, pi by 2. Yes, this has come under our range. The 3 theta comes under the range, right, of sine inverse x, sine inverse function. So we can write sine inverse sine 3 theta as 3 theta. No need to change the theta here. So now 3 and theta is what? Sine inverse x. Now differentiate 3 and that is what? Under root 1 minus x square. That is the differentiation of sine inverse x. So now we have another question, the same question with different range. So now the value of x lies between 1 by 2 to 1. So let's see. Sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube. Here also put x as sine theta. Then we get what? Sine inverse sine 3 theta that we did in the previous one. The same way. Now we have to check whether the sine inverse sine 3 theta can we write as 3 theta or not, whether it comes under our range of sine inverse function. So just check. This is 1, right? Now 1 by 2 sine theta, we can replace x as sine theta. Now the value of theta will be pi by 6 here, here 3, here pi by 2. Now for 3 theta, this is for range for theta. Now for 3 theta it is 3 pi by 6, that I can write as pi by 2 only, okay. 3 pi by 6, so 3 theta and that is 3 pi by 2. So the value of 3 theta is not lying between pi by 2 to pi by minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we can't write sine inverse sine theta as theta. So what can we write? So can we write, we have two options, that we can write this as pi minus 3 theta, because sine 180 minus theta is also sine theta. So we can write this also with this. So now check with pi minus 3 theta. So let's see pi minus 3 theta. What I have told you in the previous question, pi minus. So we have to put pi minus term with all of them. So pi minus. We have to add pi minus and this thing. This inequality will reverse. So pi minus this thing. Pi minus the thing that is already written. So this becomes what? Pi by 2. Pi minus 3 theta, and here it comes what? Minus 2 pi minus pi. So pi by 2. So we can write this as minus pi by 2, pi minus 3 theta, pi by 2. So here it comes under the range, exact range for the sine theta. So here, so now this can cancel out and we can write this as pi minus 3 theta. So pi minus 3, what is theta? Sine inverse x. Now differentiate. So minus 3 under root 1 minus x square. Okay, so that is the answer. So here the same question with the different the range of x that lies in between, x lies in between minus 1 to minus 1 by 2. So here what can we do? Same way we can proceed the question. Put x as sine theta. So y will be sine inverse sine 3 theta, right? Now just check the value of x. So minus 1 sine theta minus 1 by 2. So with sine theta minus 1 means pi by 2. Here the theta will be pi by 6, right? 1 by 2 is for pi by 6. Now multiply by 3 theta. So you will get, if you multiply by 3, so you will get 3 pi by 2 here, and here multiply by 3. So here you get minus pi by 2. So this not lies in under the range of sine inverse x, sine inverse sine 3 theta. So what can we do? We can write this as sine inverse. If I write this as pi minus theta, now pi minus sine theta. So if I put pi minus, okay, pi, I can check with pi minus 3 pi by 2. So if I just do with pi minus, then what will I get? Pi plus 3 pi by 2. So again this becomes 5 pi by 2. So that is not coming our range. That's why I am not taking here pi minus. Now I can take sine inverse sine pi plus theta. But sine pi 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. So I have to put here the minus sign. Right, minus sign. So we can write this as sine inverse sine minus pi minus sine 3 theta. That is very important thing to understand. Now we have to convert 3 theta as pi minus pi minus 3 theta. So how can we convert it? I have given you the idea to convert this pi minus pi. You have to put minus pi minus and minus pi by 2. This inequality get reversed when you are doing these kinds of thing, right? Minus pi minus 3 theta and minus pi by 2. So this minus pi minus that you have to just add with your side with the same value of that thing, whatever written in the range. So minus pi plus 3 pi by 2 minus pi minus theta minus pi plus pi by 2. So here it comes what? Minus 2 pi plus 3 pi. So here it will becomes pi by 2 minus pi 3 theta and here minus pi by 2. So that is coming in our range. So we can write this and this will cancel out in that case, and pi minus theta will be sine inverse x. So here if you differentiate, you will get this thing. That is answer. So now we have this question. We have to differentiate cos inverse 2. So here in this case, what should I substitute in lieu of x? So you know there is a formula to cos square x minus 1. So the special formula that I have told you in the starting of the today's lecture, the formula that is related with the class 11, that you just have to memorize anyhow. Then only you can think about that what should we substitute x as. So here it is clearly seen that if we put x as cos theta, then we get cos inverse 2 cos square theta minus 1. So I got what? Here it is cos 2 theta, right? Here it is cos 2 theta. I can write this as cos 2 theta. But this cos inverse and cos will cancel out only when 2 theta lies in between 0 to pi. That is what the range for cos inverse x, no? So for sine inverse x, the range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But for the cos inverse, range is minus 0 to pi. 0 to pi. That you have to learn. So now just check the range for this minus x cos theta 0. Since the value of cos theta decreases when theta increases, so minus 1 is on pi, so this inequality will change. So this will be pi by 2. So your range comes pi, minus 1 is on pi and 0 is on pi by 2. Now if you put theta for 2 theta, it will be 2 pi, okay, 2 theta, and that is for 2 pi it is how much? Pi. So that is not coming in your range because the value of theta should be 2 theta should be in between 0 to pi. But here it is coming what? How much? Pi to 2 pi. Now what can I write cos 2 theta? I can write cos 2 theta as cos 2 pi minus theta, right? Because in cos 360 minus theta is cos theta. Cos come positive. So just check with this 2 pi minus 2 theta. Okay, just check whether the things come under range or not. So if we do, so what we have to do, I have to change 2 theta with 2 pi minus 2 theta. So 2 pi minus pi, this will change. So here 2 pi, why? Because the minus is coming, that's why this inequality will change. 2 pi minus 2 theta, here also 2 pi minus 2 pi. So here it comes pi, 2 pi minus 2 theta, and here 0. So 0, 2 pi minus 2 theta, pi. So that is coming under the range of cos inverse. So we can write this as 2 pi minus 2 theta. Now we can write this 2 theta is what? Theta is cos inverse x. So dy by dx will be, this will become 0, this is minus 2, and we just write the differentiation of cos inverse, that is 1 minus x square. So that is 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. So that is answer. So here is one more question. Question is what? Tan inverse 2x 1 minus x square. This is given where x belongs to minus 1 and 1. Minus 1, 1. Okay, so that is given. So here if I put x as tan theta, that comes under the formulas that I have given you recently in this episode, beginning of this episode. So here 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. I think you are able to know that why I have substituted here theta, x as tan theta, because if we put this becomes the formula of tan 2 theta, right? Tan inverse tan 2 theta. Yes, we can write as 2 theta if the 2 theta range between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, because the range for tan inverse function is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Just try to memorize. Sin inverse minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, cos inverse 0 to pi, and tan inverse again pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So just check with the range. Minus x, x lies in between minus 1 to 1, that is given. Now I have to replace this x with theta. So x I have substituted tan theta. So minus 1, sorry, when tan theta is 1, pi by 4, so it will come pi by 4 theta and pi by 4. Now I have to check with 2 theta, so I just multiply by 2. Okay, I just multiply whole thing by 2. So I got what? This, right? So now the range between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 only, that comes under range. So I can write this as 2 theta. So 2 and theta is what? Tan inverse x, because if I take theta from here, so I got this. So dy by dx will be 2 1 upon 1 plus x square. So there is one more question. So we have to differentiate. The question is same, but here the x belongs to minus 1 to 1. So it is 2x upon 1 minus x square. Again we put x as tan theta. So y will be tan inverse tan 2 theta. Now just check the range of tan theta here. So minus infinity to x belongs to, so here tan theta will be minus infinity is on minus pi by 2 and 1 is on pi by 4, right? Now for 2 theta, this will becomes pi and this will becomes pi by 2, but that is not coming under the range of tan inverse. So what we can do here? We know that tan 180 plus theta is tan theta. In sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. So here can I write tan pi plus 2 theta? If we do this, what this thing will become? Just check. Pi plus 2 theta, just check with the range. Here pi plus, so the inequality will not change. Okay, here the inequality will not change. So what we have to put? Pi plus. So pi plus, we have to add pi plus with each term. Pi plus with each term. Okay, pi plus, this becomes 0, this becomes how much? Pi by 2, right? So pi plus 2 theta comes under the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that then we can write this pi plus 2 theta, pi plus 2 tan inverse x. Now differentiate. So this becomes, okay. Now we have finished some basic questions of differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. Now after doing these questions, you will able to know how to see the range of trigonometric function, whether it is lying, whether the value of your theta or x lies under the range of sine inverse function or cos inverse function or not. So in the next episode, we will continue with the differentiation of inverse trigonometric function with the questions, exam oriented questions that would be very important for the exam. So keep practicing.